This episode is brought to you by Palo Alto. As the world's cybersecurity leader and proud Diamond corporate member of HIMSS, Palo Alto Networks is committed to the healthcare sector. Our engineers design solutions specifically for healthcare to outpace cyber threats, enabling providers to pursue innovation without compromise. Partner with us to safeguard patient data, deliver care from anywhere, and secure connected devices, including medical IoT. Our best in class cybersecurity is backed by industry leading threat intelligence and AI to drive autonomous security operations and reduce dependence on multiple disconnected vendor systems. It's what makes us the cybersecurity partner of choice and the security to depend on when lives depend on you. Visit thisweekhealth.com/palo-alto-networks for more information.
Welcome to This Week Health. My name is Bill Russell. I'm a former CIO for a 16 hospital system and creator of This Week Health, where we are dedicated to transforming healthcare one connection at a time. Now, on to our interview.
Hey, I'm Drex, and we're at HIMSS 2025, and I'm with Tony Douglas from Palo Alto, the healthcare team. How you doing, man? How's everything going?
Fantastic.
Show's going good so far?
Yeah,
Nice.
we're underway. I first want to start out by saying, Drex, I very much appreciate our partnership.
Me too.
More than you know. It was a year ago when we sat down at HIMSS,
That's right.
right? We sat down and we were like, we need to do this.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, since the inception of this partnership and being able to cycle around the various dinners that we've done together, I will tell you, it has been incredibly valuable.
Thank you. The dinners are amazing. UCOM, all the health systems show up in city tour dinners around the country. And just the amount of conversation, the struggles that people have, the way that you all help folks in those dinners, because you go to so many health systems, you see so many different examples of what good looks like and what bad looks like.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great opportunity to help health systems get better.
And I'll tell you, I think that those dinners, I think that those that attend feel very comfortable dialoguing.
Yeah,
Because it's an intimate setting.
it is.
And it's not just CISOs or CIOs or CTOs. It's a broad range.
It is a mix.
It's a lot of validation for us
Yeah.
as a company to ensure that we are on the right track.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, I want to ask you about some stuff that you've got going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Platformization.
Yeah.
Word of the day for you all. We'll do word of the day. That'll be our thing today.
All right.
So platformization, tell me about that. Tell me about some of the work you guys are doing.
The way I like to articulate this is complexity is the enemy of security, right? And we know this, and we know this all too well. And really, the mission of Palo Alto Networks, there's a recognition that if you just take a step back and go back a decade, and you look at the evolution of technology, particularly in healthcare, the shift to cloud, networking and IoT device, what happens? We scab on a new technology.
Right.
And you think about the challenges, particularly in healthcare, where we have lean security teams.
Yes.
And their ability to be able to manage these point solutions, it doesn't work.
It's hard to manage a lot of them and figure out how the alerts from all the different systems actually, what do they mean in comparison to alerts from other systems? That complexity is the
Correct.
challenge you're talking about.
Really, the company as a whole recognizes as challenge. And if you look at just our network security platform and you look at what we've done, it's not just threatening, it's threat, DNS, URL filtering, DLP, IoT, right? All of this can be managed within a singular platform, right? And it really helps to drive efficiencies within how a health system goes about securing your organization.
And also that sort of coordination of everything that's happening in that platform does make it simple. It is faster to be able to get to the problem and fix it.
Correct.
Because you have all that sort of coordinated signal
That's
in one
right.
place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the next word of the day, AI. Everybody's talking about it. Tell me what you guys are doing, the challenges that you see coming.
Yeah, so what's interesting is Palo looks at this in two ways,
Uh-huh.
right? First off, the adversary is using AI to forge attacks. And for us, the way we approach this is let's fight AI with AI.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a much more in-depth conversation, but I will tell you, Palo Alto Networks has focused intently and really understanding how the adversary works when it comes to leveraging AI, number one. Number two, care providers, what we're hearing, care providers are looking to embrace AI to drive operational efficiencies or candidly for improved clinical outcomes. And that's a challenge. When you think about leveraging any AI model, how you're shifting data, right, potentially, into those platforms, there's risk.
I talk to CISOs and CIOs all the time, and that is a topic that comes up over and over again. How do we make sure that we're securing our data? Sometimes our providers or our business and clinical operators are using AI, and we may not really even know about it. How do we track that kind of stuff?
So this is a big focus for Palo. So we have essentially embedded multiple thousands of AI models to enable us to be able to detect, right? And it puts the practitioner in a position to say what's allowed and what's not allowed, what data should flow, what data should not flow, right? So this is another big area of focus for us. I think we are set to really enable health systems to embrace AI safely.
Yeah.
So that's a big focus for us.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, one more word of the day. Health systems struggle. They buy this stuff, they put it in, they try to run it themselves. They feel like sometimes it's a little overwhelming. There's a lot going on. So XIM and managed services, tell me what you guys are doing with that to help health systems be better.
It's super exciting. In my opinion, I find this to be one of the more innovative ways of how Palo has come to market, right? What we have done is, and it's a little bit of our eat our own dog food,
Okay.
where we looked at the complexity of how you run a SOC. You think of all the various point solutions that have to feed into a SIM to enable, and we'll take it to a care provider to really sit down and actually digest, understand, and take action. Mean time to detect and mean time to respond is awful.
And it's everything. You have to be able to do that so fast.
100%.
That's the world we live in now.
And when you think about AI, the adversary leveraging AI to try and drive a successful attack, this is where you need help. And this is a big focus for Palo Alto Networks, where we have essentially created XIM, right? Which is essentially a consolidation of all point solutions to create one core platform. But not only is it that we do this consolidation, we are also leveraging automation. So through XOR, right? And then also we're leveraging AI.
The AI capability.
AI to not only help facilitate, but we are actually taking about 50 to 60% of attacks and we're automatically addressing it. And the other challenge is with most health systems will outsource their SOC to an MSSP. Not to go there, but I will say mean time to detect and mean time to respond doesn't change.
Yeah,
It doesn't change.
and sometimes that homework comes back from the MSSP to the health system to
100%.
do that work anyway.
That's right. And then what we're announcing, and I'm very excited about this, is, we have our Unit 42 organization,
Right.
which is immersed in helping any corporation across the planet prepare, and address a potential attack. We're going to come out with a service that is going to enable our Unit 42 organization to actually help health systems manage their SOC. It's a co-managed relationship.
How will that work? Will there be people on site at the health system, or will they be working remotely to have?
It'll be a remote setup.
Yeah,
24/7,
Totally makes
stateside,
sense.
right? And when you think about Unit 42, just the level of intel that this organization has.
Absolutely brilliant.
And you think about being able to apply that to help a health system actually manage their SOC. In my opinion, it makes perfect sense.
The other angle of this too, the Unit 42 guys are seeing bad stuff that's happening all over the world, not just in healthcare. So they get to leverage all that knowledge.
100%.
For a health
so
system.
if you think about Palo Alto Networks' points of presence globally, the intel that we get really enables us to have a real-time pulse on zero-day threats.
Yeah.
Think about that. And then you apply that with the organization within Unit 42, it just puts us in such a great position to lean in and actually help a health system.
How many times have we seen bad things start to happen in Europe, and we wish we would have known about them so that we could have built the patch and applied the patch before the bad thing got here in our time zone?
I've got good news for you.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's awesome.
That's Palo Alto Networks.
I love it.
That's
I
Palo
love
Alto
it.
Networks. In a nutshell, platformization, big focus on AI, and then really our SOC, which I should say XIM, we just merged the platforms. Our Prisma Cloud platform, which is a heavy focus on shift to cloud, really more around CSPs, right? And we just consolidated those platforms to where now it's one combined platform. So it's everything from cloud, SASE, to on-prem.
That's amazing. That's great.
Think about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole range of challenges that health systems have. So I'm really glad you guys are doing that. Yeah, absolutely. It's great to talk to you today. I really
Rex.
appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to this Interview in Action episode. If you found value in this, share it with a peer. It's a great chance to discuss and in some cases, start a mentoring relationship. One way you can support the show is to subscribe and leave us a rating. If you could do that, would be great. Thanks for listening. That's all for now.